One thing that I want to talk about in terms of like the future of organizing is that we have to keep organizing within and without the Democratic Party. Like, there are people whose role it is to be fighting inside the Democratic Party. I personally feel like AOC is one of those people. We need people in the party to be pushing the party. And then at the same time, we need to be pushing outside the party. And so I'm really heartened by the organizing that happened at the DNC. I think the uncommitted movement was huge. We're barely talking about how large it is in terms of votes, and it was really just a small amount of states that actually could vote uncommitted. I mean, I, living in California, didn't have that option. Can you imagine having an uncommitted option in California and how many millions of people would have cast an uncommitted ballot? So I think that there is a strong force there. And then when you look at the March on the DNC, which the Roots of Change Agency was a partner org for, we saw a ton of people come out and organize. We had over 250 plus organizations involved. And then on the first day of the march on the DNC, on Monday, we had over 20,000 people show up outside the convention center or near in the park. And then on Thursday, on the last day, we had over 11,000. I also saw a lot of really great coverage from the Working Parties family, who has a really smart strategy of building and supporting the candidates within the Democratic Party that are progressive, and are willing to vote and, you know, be an elected official for working families. But I really like their strategy, because the idea is we can't build a third party tomorrow, right? It's going to take some time. And so while we do that, we need to support the people that are in the Democratic Party that are actually talking the talk and walking the walk. And then as we build and grow and we get more people like that in there, then we build the momentum for another political party like the Working Families Party. So something to consider both in terms of the short and the long term. Like, obviously, organizing is not going to be over on November 4th. There's a lot of work that we need to do in these off-year elections to build the ground game, build progressive power, push back on AIPAC, push back on all this corporate money and power in politics. But the plan is there. And so we just have to find where our role is and plug in and help and support.